Hello, and congratulations on getting accepted to Clemson University. If you are here, you are watching the presentation for new student orientation for criminal justice majors. Let's go ahead and get started. So here's the advisor contact information for Kristen Goodnow, who will be your advisor. Business hours are Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. Office location is in 309 Edwards Hall. Here is also Kristen's office phone number as well as email. Please remember that advisors, they don't have an at g.clemson.edu. They just have at clemson.edu. So just be mindful of that. And anytime you would like to schedule an academic advising appointment, they are available through the Tiger Guide app or at clemson.campus.eab.com. In this presentation, we'll discuss FERPA, academic advising overview, courses for the upcoming semester, any sort of transfer credits coming in, the modern language placement test, as well as the Clemson math placement test, any other additional information, as well as advising expectations, and next steps. So academic advising during orientation, there are two parts. Part one is criminal justice and general advising information, which we're doing right now. This includes students and families. Part two is the individual advising and course registration. That part is for students only, and instructions will be found on future slides. First, let's discuss FERPA. FERPA stands for the Family Education Rights Act and Rights and Privacy Act. This allows eligible students certain rights of disclosure and non-disclosure and correction of their education records. So this means that students become the primary point of contact. Parents and guardians no longer have direct access to grades, attendance, assignments, or academic information. This includes the academic advising process. When should parents, family members, and guests join the advising process? Completing online modules, this is for everyone. We encourage families to watch the presentation and generate questions together. One-on-one advising sessions with an advisor, registration for classes, and advising follow-up after orientation, all of those are for students only. In your electronic advising packet, you will find the orientation sequence planner, which will actually be individually emailed to you, the criminal justice curriculum sheet, APIB equivalency chart, the TCEL or the transfer course equivalency list, general education classes, Clemson math placement handout, and registration how-to guides. For the modern language placement test, the first bullet shows all of the languages that we have to offer at Clemson, but you are only required to take the placement test if you have any experience in French, German, Russian, or Spanish. Your test must be completed prior to scheduling your advising appointment. And during orientation registration, you must register for the course in which you were placed in based off of the placement test. If you want to move to a different level, you can speak with the instructor of your class before the first day of classes. If you are a transfer student and you are coming in with any modern language credit, you would not need to take this test. So let's talk about the criminal justice concentration. So a concentration is required for your criminal justice degree. There are two different concentration areas. So there's general justice studies and legal studies. For general justice studies, this is designed to increase the awareness of the different causes and types of crime. And students will select from upper level criminal justice courses not used to satisfy other requirements. Whereas the legal studies, this provides students with the opportunity to complete coursework with the focus on the legal aspects of the criminal justice system. So some courses you would take in this concentration would be criminal courts, criminal law, moot court, or you can do an internship. A minor is also required for all criminal justice majors. There are over 80 minors at Clemson, but here are some popular ones for those that are in the criminal justice degree. AP, IB, and dual enrollment. Please send all test scores and transcripts to Clemson as soon as you can. Check IROAR to ensure credits have transferred. Clemson enforces prerequisite enrollment, and there may be courses for which you can use the AP, IB, or dual enrollment credits in Clemson's system to move forward. Refer to the catalog, and if you know you did not pass an AP, or IB exam, or you do not plan on taking the exam, Please let your advisor know in the advising appointment. If you did not put your social security number on your score report for the AP credit, Clemson cannot match it to your student record. We assume credit if you do not yet know your score. The only way to officially receive credit is to send your scores. You may need to follow up and adjust your schedule once scores are received. Transcripts need to be sent directly to Clemson from each institution attended. Course equivalencies can be checked via the T-cell, and if the class is not yet in the T-cell, admissions will evaluate the course for equivalency upon receiving your transcript. Your credits process and what degree requirements for which they count can be checked through iRoar and DegreeWorks and or your transcript. Now we're going to go over the orientation sequence planners. For the criminal justice majors, you can take the Bachelor of Arts route or the Bachelor of Science route. So I will go over both. For the criminal justice BA sequence planner, the courses that you will more than likely take your first semester are a modern language, a natural science, a communication course, social science, SC Reach Act, and all students are required to take CE 1000. In the middle are your alternative courses, and your course plan may look a little different depending on the credits that you bring in. And an elective is anything that does not fulfill a requirement under the criminal justice curriculum. From our criminal justice BS majors, your courses are natural science, a communication course, social science, the SC Reach Act requirement, and an elective along with CE 1000. In the middle are your alternative courses. And again, your plan may look a little different, and an elective is anything that does not fulfill a requirement under the criminal justice curriculum. If you have any sort of credit for a course listed in your first semester, that is okay. There are many courses that can be taken in the first semester that are required to graduate in criminal justice. If this applies to you, we will discuss this during your individual advising appointment. If you're interested in learning more about your career path or how to pursue an internship within criminal justice, please contact Dr. Margie Britz. Her email is mbritz@clemson.edu. Here are some general advising information. The Academic Success Center is a great resource for all students. Students can use the Academic Success Center if they're struggling in a course or need additional help. They can also use the Academic Success Center for help with time management skills or how to study or, how to plan without being, overwhelmed with what they have to do day to day. Such a great resource. I highly encourage you to use it at least once or twice during your first semester here at Clemson. Due to the challenging nature of transitioning to college and the rigorous coursework, students in need of accommodations are strongly encouraged to reach out to the Student Accessibility Services as soon as possible so we can be sure to implement any accommodations that are needed. All student accommodations are initiated through the SAS process. To schedule a virtual appointment, please use this email, and they are also located on the second floor of the Academic Success Center. Student involvement is also very important at Clemson. There are over 500 student clubs and organizations at Clemson. So whether you are into club soccer, whether you are into intramural lacrosse, whether you want to be a part of the Chocolate Milk Club or the Chick-fil-A Club, there is something for everyone at Clemson. And if you happen to not find an organization that is right for you, you and 3 friends can form a different organization or club. And that is why we have so many clubs at Clemson today. It is very important that you positively work through stress and anxiety. Sometimes in college, unfortunately, it does bring stress and anxiety, but there are several resources to help you get through and navigate through that stress and anxiety. So along with the Academic Success Center, you also have your advisors, you have your professors, and you have your peers. Meeting with advisors is very, very important. It's important to come prepared with questions you may have. It's important to reach out to us if you are concerned about a course and to reach out to us early so that we may help you succeed while you are here at Clemson. Email communication. Please utilize your Clemson email moving forward. Remember, advisors utilize @clemson.edu only. Please sign each email with your first and last name along with your CUID number. After this presentation, you'll receive an email to your clemson.edu or g.clemson.edu email requesting that you sign up for your one-on-one advising appointment. Appointment slots, they fill up pretty quickly. And the only way to choose your class registration time is to meet with the advisor first. In your advising appointment, your advisor will provide a tentative fall schedule based on APIB dual enrollment and transfer credits if applicable. And incoming students should expect to take between 14 to 16 credit hours. So that's roughly about 5 courses. Please notify your advisor with any APIB dual enrollment credit, financial aid requirements, or any questions regarding financial aid. Please reach out to the financial aid office. Your advisors do not have access to your financial aid. Check your Clemson email. That is probably one of the top 3 pieces of advice I can give incoming students. Check your email. Become familiar with CU Navigate. This is how appointments are scheduled. This is also where you will find your advising notes. You will always have access to these notes, so it's your responsibility to reference these notes. After this presentation, think about courses you plan to take during the fall semester. Discuss it with family. Schedule your advising appointments, students only, please. Take the modern language placement test or the math placement test if needed. Honors students, follow honors advising instructions, please. Review the advising expectations in your orientation module. And remember, advising is a shared responsibility between student and advisor. And also complete the rest of your orientation modules, which you will find in the IBOR registration presentation. Thank you all so much for listening. If you have any further questions, please reach out to Kristen Goodenow at christyg@clemson.edu. Thank you so much, and go Tigers.